America is home to some of the most bizarre, chilling, and downright unsettling stories. From haunted towns to real-life horror, the United States has its fair share of dark mysteries. Today, we're diving into the top 10 creepiest stories in the United States. At number 10, let's kick things off in Adams, Tennessee, a place that might as well be called Spookyville, USA. Back in the early 1800s, the Bell family lived there, and boy, did they have a rough time. They had this unwelcome houseguest, a witch, not the kind that bakes cookies and rides a vacuum cleaner, mind you. This one was more into tormenting families with strange knocks, creepy whispers, and even full-on physical attacks. The patriarch, John Bell, seemed to be the main target of this witch's wrath. The story goes that the witch eventually offed John Bell, which, if true, is a pretty extreme way to win an argument. The Bell Witch's Cave, where all this spooky stuff allegedly went down, is now a tourist attraction. People actually go there willingly, knowing full well the history. Number 9. Picture this. It's Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family is all tucked in their beds in West Virginia, dreaming of sugar plums and whatnot. Suddenly a fire erupts, engulfing their home in flames. Tragic, right? Well, it gets worse. 5 of the Sodder children vanished that night. No trace of them was ever found in the ashes. Not a bone, not a tooth. Nothing. Some of the surviving family members swore they saw the kids in the windows during the fire, but the authorities came up empty-handed. Years later, the family started receiving mysterious letters hinting that the children were still alive. Was it a hoax, a cruel prank? Or could it be that the fire was a cover-up for something far more sinister, a kidnapping? Number 8. Let's fast forward to 2013, to the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. This place has a reputation, and it's not a good one. Deaths, disappearances, you name it, the Cecil Hotel has probably seen it. But the case of Elisa Lam, a Canadian student, is particularly unsettling. She was found dead in a water tank on the roof of the hotel. There's this elevator security footage of Elisa acting strangely, almost as if she's interacting with someone who isn't there. Was it a mental breakdown, a horrible accident? Or was something more sinister at play? The Cecil Hotel, with its dark history, only adds to the creep factor. Whatever the truth is, the case of Elisa Lam remains one of the most baffling and unsettling mysteries of recent times. Hold on to your beignets, folks, because for number 7, we're heading to New Orleans, a city known for its jazz, its gumbo, and, oh yeah, its axe-wielding maniac. In the early 1900s, a shadowy figure known as the Axeman of New Orleans terrorized the city. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill slasher, though. This guy had a flair for the dramatic. He'd break into homes in the dead of night and hack his victims to death with an axe. The Axeman, as if he wasn't creepy enough, started sending letters to the newspapers. In these letters, he claimed he was a demon, a lover of jazz music, and he promised to spare anyone who played jazz in their home. The Axeman was never caught, adding another layer of mystery to New Orleans' already spooky history. Was he a deranged musician, a demon as he claimed? We may never know, but one thing's for sure. The Axeman's reign of terror left an unforgettable mark on the Crescent City. Next up, at number 6, we're venturing into the Utah desert to a place called Skinwalker Ranch. It's like a magnet for all things paranormal. UFO sightings, unexplained creatures, cattle mutilations, you name it. The ranch is steeped in Native American folklore, particularly tales of shape-shifting creatures called skinwalkers. Locals will tell you the ranch is cursed, and honestly, who am I to argue? People have gone there to investigate, and they've come back with more questions than answers. Cameras malfunctioning, strange lights in the sky, objects moving on their own. It's enough to make you want to sleep with the lights on. Some say it's a portal to another dimension, a hotbed for extraterrestrial activity. Whatever's going on at Skinwalker Ranch, it's definitely not your average tourist destination. Now I know what you're thinking. What's a story from Germany doing on a list of creepy American tales? Sound lightning. Well, some stories are so unsettling, so universally chilling that they transcend borders. Sound lightning. At number 5, we have the Hinterkaifeck murders. Sound lightning. In 1922, on a secluded farm in Bavaria, the Gruber family met a gruesome end. Sound lightning. They were brutally murdered. Their bodies left to rot in the farmhouse. Sound lightning. But here's where it gets really creepy. The killer or killers stuck around. Sound lightning. They lived in the house for days after the murders, tending to the animals, eating the family's food. Sound lightning. Despite numerous investigations, the case remains unsolved. Sound lightning. The Hinterkaifeck murders serve as a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we least expect. Number 4. Let's head back to the States, to the seemingly quiet town of Villisca, Iowa. In 1912, this peaceful community was rocked by a horrific crime, the brutal axe murders of 8 people, 2 adults and 6 children. The victims were found in their beds, bludgeoned to death in the dead of night. The killer, as if the murders weren't chilling enough, didn't just flee the scene. No, they stuck around, ate some food, covered the mirrors, and even washed their hands in the kitchen sink. Despite numerous suspects and countless hours of investigation, the Villisca axe murders remain unsolved. The Villisca house still stands today, a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most idyllic towns. Number 3. Let's take a trip to sunny California, shall we? But don't let the sunshine fool you, because we're about to delve into a place that's anything but cheery. The Winchester Mystery House in San Jose. The sprawling mansion is like a labyrinth designed by a madman, with staircases leading to nowhere, doors opening to walls, and windows with no views. The mastermind behind this architectural oddity was Sarah Winchester, the widow of the Winchester rifle magnate. To appease restless souls, she kept building, adding on to the house for over 3 decades. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something undeniably eerie about this sprawling mansion, a testament to one woman's obsession with the afterlife. For number 2, we're stepping back in time now to the late 1600s to Salem, Massachusetts, a time of religious fervor, superstition, and one of the darkest chapters in American history, the Salem witch trials. Over the course of several months, over 20 people, mostly women, were accused of witchcraft and executed. The trials were a frenzy of paranoia, fueled by religious extremism, personal vendettas, and a healthy dose of good old-fashioned fear-mongering. People were tortured into confessing, their words twisted to fit the narrative of the accusers. The Salem witch trials serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria, of the power of fear to corrupt even the most rational minds. The legacy of Salem lives on, not just in the town itself, but in the countless stories, books, and films that have attempted to grapple with the darkness that descended upon that small Massachusetts community. And here we are, folks, at the number 1 spot on our list of creepy American tales. We're traveling back to 1587 to the shores of Roanoke Island, North Carolina. It's here that one of America's oldest and most baffling mysteries unfolded, the disappearance of the Roanoke colony. A group of over 100 men, women, and children vanish without a trace, leaving behind only a single clue, the word Croatoan carved into a tree. Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. The Roanoke colony's disappearance is a haunting reminder that some mysteries may never be solved, their secrets lost to the sands of time. From ghostly legends to unsolved disappearances, the United States is home to some of the creepiest and most unsettling stories in the world. Sound, lightning. These mysteries have left their mark on history, fueling our fascination with the unknown. Sound, lightning. Thanks for joining us on this chilling journey. Sound, lightning. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know which story creeped you out the most. Sound, lightning. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe. Sound lightning?